Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate your time. Whether you're here live, for those who are here live, thank you so much. Please feel free to ask questions during this training. For those of you who are watching the recording, we'll post it. I'm sure it's on the Facebook page. Maybe you're listening to it on the podcast. If you are listening to it, it is very visual today, so please find some time to go to the Facebook group so you can see the video. We are blessed, I'll say, to have the training that we're going to have today. We launched the Lead and Grow incentive in January. It's going to be the entire year of 2024. I think we have like 33 weeks left, something like that. So there's still plenty of time to qualify for it. Now, whether you're on track and you know where you're at, or whether you don't know where you're at, so you got to figure that out. Or if I'm a little bit behind, there's still plenty of time to be able to qualify. In terms of qualification, 15,000 sales volume points generated from personally sponsored associates, customers, affiliates, and 5,000 CVP growth. So still plenty of time to be able to achieve those two levels. And today we get to have, I'm going to call him an expert at tracking this information. I was with him in San Antonio, and we were talking, and he tracks so well. I'm going to tell you this. He tracks so well. He's correcting my information that I'm sending out. So I appreciate his willingness to share that. But also, I learned what he's doing, and I thought, you know what? It would be good to have Jared Krebs, Emerald Director from San Antonio, come onto this call and show us what he does to track. So that way, for those of you who want to go to Hawaii, who want USANA to cover the cost for it, spend time at at the hotel there, doing things with the USANA. You know how the incentive trips are. They're amazing. So if that's on your bucket list, if that's something that you want to do, this is the call to be on, so you can learn how to track and some steps on what you can do to be able to know what you need to do and actions you need to take each week. So without further ado, Jared, I'm going to turn the time over to you.
Thank you so much, Nathan. I really appreciate it. Everybody give some snaps and hearts to Nathan Schooley, our United States field manager. Very excited and honored to be asked. Thank you for all you're doing to help the associates be successful. And thank you for making this great tracker as well. I'm excited to share with you how I've been doing Hawaii. In fact, we're on track right now through week number 20 to get it. And we've already hit our SVP goal as well. So I'm very excited to share this with you because I will be seeing you in Hawaii. So I also want to say hello to everybody who's watching live. Hello to Alan and Tessa. Hello to Cheryl. Hello to Diane, Jay, Nathan, Nicholas, Renee, Sandy, Sean, Yancy, Yanni, and Martha. Good to see you live viewers. And this will be also recorded as well. So we'll answer questions to our live viewers here at the end. But, with Hawaii, it is a little bit complicated. All right. You have to put in some time to figure out how to win how to qualify. And look, it's a trip to Hawaii, so it's worth it. It's worth it to take the time to learn how to do this. So there's two things you need to do to win Hawaii. Number one is you need to hit the SVP threshold, which is sales volume points. That's personally sponsored sales volume points of your preferred customers, affiliates, or associates, right? So you're bringing in people all the time, and you have to get up to 15,000 to qualify for Hawaii. And then if you get more, you can get more perks. But we're going to just focus on the 15,000 because that's the hard part. But if you get up to 20,000, you can get more perks on Hawaii as well. So that's the first thing, right? And you guys understand that's people that you enroll. That's associates, clients, and affiliates that you enroll in the 2024 calendar year and the 2023 calendar year. So anybody you enrolled last year, if they're ordering on their auto order, like let's say you brought in 5 associates last year and they're ordering on their auto order, and you had 10 customers from last year that are all ordering on auto order. Every time they order, that's also counting towards your 15,000. Okay. So any points from accounts in 2023 or 2024. If it's older than that, right? Some of you have associates that have been in for 3, 4, 5 years. Those orders don't count. Okay. So it's just 2023 and 2024. So that's step one. Now, how do you know where you stand, right? Like what people say, Jared, how can I find my number? I mean, I think I'm close to 15,000, but how many points do I really have? So USANA is going to be having a report available on the hub very shortly, I think within the next week or so, that will show you your points, right? And so that's been something they've been working on. But in the meantime, they've been sending you emails. Now you have to be opted in order to receive these emails. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and I'm going to show you where you can opt in. Most of you have already opted in, but if you have not opted in, you will not be getting these emails. So I need to show you how to opt in, and then I'm going to show you where to get the email. All right. So, or what the email looks like actually. So let's go ahead and share my screen to start. So you see here, I've logged in already to the hub. Once I log in, I go to the calendar here of contests and events on the left. I go ahead and click on lead and grow right here, 2025 lead and grow. Everyone see that? I can probably zoom in a little bit. 2025 lead and grow. So I click on that. And then here's all the info about the Hawaii trip. And then you see here opt in. So you click on opt in. And it says that I have already been registered. So most of you have already done this, but if you have not done this, you need to come and hit the little opt-in button right here. It would be right here. It says opt-in. Once you do that, then you will now receive the emails. All right. So who wants to see what the email looks like? Actually, type in the chats. I want to see in the chats who has received the emails from Nathan before. Because he was sending them manually, but now he has a really cool template, and it actually comes from the United States field email address. So type in the chats me if you have received an email before showing your points. I want to see who has received it. Paula has received it. Alan and Tessa have received it. All right, just them two. Anyone else? Sandy has. All right, Nathan has. Well, Nathan's been sending it, so I guess he's received all thousands of them. Okay, Jay has. Okay, great. So a lot of you have. Some of you probably haven't. So Yancy has. Okay, good. So Cheryl has. So let me show you what it looks like. So here's what it looks like. Now, I actually took one of my associates and I removed their name for anonymity because I'm going to give you an example here, but it's going to say your name, right? So it's going to say Aloha Associates name. So the last email was actually sent out on May 8th. Okay, so that was last week. In fact, at this same time, a week ago, this email was sent out. So check your email on file with USANA. You should have this email. If you've opted in, this email is there. It's been there since May 8th in your account. So go find it. And that's going to tell you how many sales volume points you have towards Hawaii. So let's read this associate example. So this is one of my associates who has 7,000 points towards Hawaii. So he's over almost halfway there. And it says here, SVP requirement, level 1 goal. I'm just trying to zoom in for you here. It's probably too much. Level 1 goal requires 15,000 qualifying sales volume points. So far for 2024, you have an estimate of 7,326 sales volume points from new associate, affiliate, and preferred customer purchases towards your lead and grow qualification. Here is how that breaks down. So my associate has 4,200 points from preferred customers. And that's a little star there. I'll tell you what that is. And he has 3,100 points from associates and affiliates. Okay, so that is how he has his 7,300 points. So you see the total SVP of 7,300. Now, the little asterisk there says that remember for lead and grow, the fulfillment of SVP requirement includes 7,500 points need to come from associates and affiliates. And PCs are capped at 7,500. So if my associate gets, let's say, 8,000 points in PCs or 9,000 points in preferred customers, only 7,500 is going to count towards his 15,000. All right. So I'm trying to tell him, hey, man, like make sure you're signing up more associates because after you surpass 7,500 in preferred customer volume, it doesn't count towards Hawaii anymore. Okay. So that's what that means. You could get all the points in associate and affiliates. You could get all 15,000 here, but only 7,500 will count towards from PCs. Okay. So I hope everyone's clear on that. It's just one of those rules. It's part of being compliant. Okay. So everyone understand that this is step one, is getting to 15,000. And so you have to go find the email, find out what your total is right now, and then subtract it from 15,000. And that's how many you have to go get by the end of the year. And, you know, there's 33 weeks left in the year. So you can divide it by 33 weeks and you know how many points per week that you need. Okay, so is everybody clear on that? Everyone clear on how to find their points? All right, type in clear in the chats if you are clear. I want to see if you are all clear. We have Sandy is clear. Anybody besides Sandy? Nathan is clear. Alan, Sean. Okay, so people are clear. You understand. Go check the email, find the email, and look at those points. All right, looks like everyone's clear. All right, so the next thing is your CVP, and that is stands for commission volume points. To earn Hawaii, you need to earn 5,000 more CVP than you earned in 2023. Okay, and this is the calendar year. So from January to December of 23, whatever you made in CVP, commission volume points, okay, it's US dollars, whatever you made in CVP, you need to make an additional 5,000. You need to match that and exceed it by 5,000. And if you do that, then you got the other piece to go to Hawaii. All right. So this is a little bit more complicated to figure this out. And so I'm going to show you how to figure this out so you can know where you stand, because step one is you got to face the music. You got to look, you got to add up all your CVP from 2023, and then you have to face the music. You have to say, okay, I made this much. Now I need to make this much plus 5,000 in 2024. And I'm going to show you how to face the music. Okay. So let's go into the tracker. The way you find this out is you actually go back into the hub and you find the tracker. So I'm going to take you back into my screen share, and we're going to go back to the hub. Now, the tracker is in my business. So you would click on my business, and then you would click on, it's under forms, isn't it? Yes, under forms. And then once you do forms, you see it says business trackers right here. Everybody see that? That's where the tracker is at, business trackers. So you click on business trackers, and now you click on download the growth tracker. So you download the growth tracker, and now it's downloading. Okay, what does the growth tracker look like? Well, it's an Excel file. So it looks like this. This is what it looks like. I've already downloaded it so that it could be ready for you. So do you see here at the bottom, there's a tab for convention growth tracker, lead and grow, and CVP planner. So I want you to do lead and grow. That's the growth tracker you need right here. Lead and grow growth tracker. Now, the growth tracker you downloaded, look at it's already got a bunch of numbers here that is not you. This is not you. This is some random maybe associate that was there just for an example. This person made 21,500 in that calendar year. So to get Hawaii, they would need to make 5,000 more than that, right? They'd need to make 26,500. So of course this is not you. So let's just delete it, right? Just delete each one of those. You see that? Look at that. I'm just deleting them one by one. And this is what you got to do. If you're fancy, you could probably highlight them all and delete them just as quickly, but I'm just doing it old school one by one. Okay. So that's step one, is you delete that person's numbers. Now you have a clean slate. You now need to go and enter your CVP from last year. And this is, again, where it gets tricky, because where do you find this report? It is not check stub reprints, everybody. Do not go to check stub reprints, because that has your entire check, including retail sales, including platinum pay setter bonus, etc. So do not go to check stub reprints. Instead, you need to go to what's called volume history report. And I'm going to show you now where volume history report is. So I've actually got a login from my associate right here. And we're going to go to his volume history report so I can show you how we put together his CVP. You need to do this. So make sure you, I guess, watch this recording, or you know what I'm talking about. So first thing to do is you have to be subscribed to the Business Accelerator Suite for $20 a month, because you cannot get all the team manager reports unless you're paying the $20 a month for the Business Accelerator Suite, and it's worth it. I use it every day. And if you're at the level of winning Hawaii, then you definitely need to be on this, this is subscription. So you can add it to your auto order, but most of you already have it who is watching this. So you click on Team Manager. Now we go to find this report. It's at the bottom here. It's called All Reports. And then we scroll down to the very second to last. It's called Volume History Report. So we go into my associate's information here, and it's got the volume history report. Now, this would be all the checks. And you see here on the far right, estimated CVP is the total check he made each week. Now, you need to change the dates because we need to go back to January 1st of 2023. So we go January 1st, 2023. All right. And then if you really want to be precise, you would go through December 31st of 2023. So this is what you need to do. You need to go set your volume report up to show those 52 weeks of January. And do you see here how he had 6980? I'll try and zoom in a little bit. You see that? I'm looking here on the far right. He had 6980 on week 1, and this was week ending January 7th. January 14th, he made 259.36. Then the next week, 150. Then the next week, 232. So you actually need to take these pieces of info and you need to input them manually, one by one, inside the Excel file. All right. So I've already done that so that we could save some time. We actually put all his numbers in of the first 52 weeks of 2023. So we did all this, and that gave us his number that he needs to beat by 5,000. So let me show you what that looks like. It is right here. So do you see we entered it in the 69, the 250, the 150, all of them. We entered them in one by one all the way through 2023. And look, he made 9,000, part-time associate, made $9,000 from USANA in 2023. So pop quiz, how much does he need to make in 2024 to earn Hawaii? I want to see it in the chats. He made $9,044. So what does he need to make to earn Hawaii? Let me see in the chats. Somebody give me the answer, because that would mean I'd be impressed. He needs to make a little bit more than 14K. You guys are right. He needs to make, I want precision here. He needs to make 14,043 or 044. Sean, you're close. 14,044. Alan, you get the point. Yeah, Alan and Yancey, you guys are like, yeah, about 14,000. That's cool. He needs to make exactly $14,044 to get the 5,000 CVP, right? Because you add the 5,000 onto that 9,043. Okay, so then the next step is to enter in his CVP for this year. And you look, we've actually entered it in through May 17th. So he's doing pretty good, right? He's actually hitting those checks. But you would need to do that as well. So again, you would go back to the volume history, and then you would have to set it up for January 1st of 24. And then you would set it up through, actually, you'd have to do it through, I guess, let's just say October of 24, and we're going to do January of 24, January 1st. So we got all the numbers here. We already inputted all these. Again, you're using the estimated CVP. Okay. So we put all these in, and now we got the number of what he has. So at this point in time, he still has, 32, 33 weeks left. Okay. And so far he's made 760. I'm sorry. He's made 4,000. He's made 4,000. He has made 4,000 out of the 9,000. Does everybody see that? So he's about $10,000 away from getting this piece of Hawaii done. And so the way that you figure out what you need to make each week is over here. The Excel file is saying he needs to make $305 each week. So this is the magic number here. Once you enter in all this stuff, okay, you enter in last year's info, and then you enter in this year's info up to the current week. It's going to give you this magical number here, which is the average CVP each week that you need is 305. Okay, so you got to figure out how to get your check to 305 US dollars, right? CVP. And if you did that in this case, then he would put a 305 right here. 305, right? And then the next week, 305. And then the next week, 305. So if he keeps making 305 week after week, then he would stay on track for Hawaii. You see here, he made 387. Here he made 406. Here he made 392. So he had weeks where he surpassed 305. But then look, he had some bad weeks here where it was like 150, 129, like 17. Like when you have a bad week, then this number goes up, right? So if you have a bad week, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. but the number will go a little bit up, right? It might be 315 a week if it's not that good of a week. So you have to just track this 1 week at a time and take it 1 week at a time, because look, you're on a year-long run. Okay. You talk about a gold run. Okay. Trying to going gold, 4 weeks, you have to make 1,000 US in 4 weeks in a row. You're on a 52-week run. Okay. This is not a gold run. This is much stronger. This is harder than, in a way, but it's less because you don't have to put everything into getting the check up to that certain amount, right? So, and you can have a bad week and you can still make up for it. I've had weeks where I was under, but then I had weeks that made up for it in the next week. But on average, you need to know, okay, I need 305. I got to figure out how to get my check to that, whatever that number is. So you have to go figure that out for yourself and ask the field manager if you have questions, right? Reach out to Nathan, reach out to Yanni, reach out to Josh, because they can help you also figure out the comp plan if you're having those questions. But one of the last things I want to cover with you before we open it up to questions is the CVP tracker that Nathan has included in this file. So when you download the tracker and you have it in this format right here, Nathan included a CVP planner. And this right here would allow you to enter in your points for the week on Business Center 1, 2, and 3 on one left, one right, two left, two right. And you see, you just follow the steps. Enter your volume here. So you would just type it in and then put the sales volume points you want to achieve and see how it impacts your paycheck. So you would just play around with this until the sales goal would say $305, prospective CVP $305 in the example we're looking for here. So this is like a calculator for your business. So you just got to play around with it, learn how to use it, and reach out to your sales manager. Now, some of you have more than 3 business centers. And if you do, Nathan has created a special file that can accommodate you to cover the 4th and 5th and 6th or whatever, however many business centers. And so he's going to drop that in the chat, I believe, and also in maybe the Facebook group. Is that right, Nathan? Yeah,
Yeah,
the Facebook group.
That right now when we post the recording.
Okay. So I have 14 business centers. And so I have an Excel file of all my business centers. And so I know exactly what impacts my check all the way through. I get paid on multiple business centers because that's the beauty of USANA's compensation plan when you grow with the company. So I want to encourage you all to keep growing with the company because you too can win Hawaii. So let's open it up for questions. Does anyone have any questions and or comments before we call it a day?
And Jared, while we're waiting for that to come in, on that document that I just dropped in, because there's 4 different possibilities for where the 4 BC can be, just find the tab of where you place your 4th business center. And then that's the one that you want to focus on. You can delete the other tabs if you want to.
Beautiful.
And one other thing, just to clarify and make sure that the people understand. So Jared did mention that people who were brought in 2023 from January 1st, if they placed orders in 2023, those orders don't necessarily count towards this lead and grow incentive. But you can go back and see who enrolled during that time, so that way you can encourage them to place orders here in 2024 because their orders in 2024.
Oh, good point. So, thank you for help. Thank you for clarifying that. Yes. So the 2023 accounts have to order in 2024, and those points that they order in this calendar year counts towards your 15,000.
Perfect.
Not past points, just 2024 points. Okay. Very good. Thank you, Nathan.
Yeah, no problem. I don't see any questions yet. Anybody have any questions? Now's your opportunity. You have the expert sitting right here. He's opened it up. Obviously he knows what he's doing. You saw the detail of what he was able to share and how quick he was able to make it. So it's easy to understand too. So take your chance if you have any questions. Paula, we'll just put it in the general as US Associate Community page. That'll be the Facebook group. We'll put it in the recording.
I'm gonna go ahead and show this PowerPoint that Nathan just dropped, or this Excel file that Nathan just dropped in the chat, and then we'll go to the first question. So Nathan, if you have 4 BCs, Nathan just dropped it in. Do you see here how there's a tab that says if your BC4 is on 2 left, this is the tab you use. If your 4th business center is on 2 right, this is the tab you use. If your 4th business center is on 3 left, then you use this tab. If your fourth business center is on 3 right, you use that tab. So this is just a nice way for someone with 4 business centers to manage their business. And if you have more than that, contact Nathan. I'm sure he can and make you a special custom volume tracker.
Yes. Yeah. It's not too difficult. The problem, we can't just have it just sitting there because once you get a 5th business center in, I think that makes it's like 16 or something more potential business center placements. So it's hard to create a tabs for every one of those. So yeah, let me know if you have 5 or 6. You can let me know where they're at. We can create something like that for you.
Wonderful. Diane says, thanks for clarifying where to find the points. You're welcome, Diane. That's right. Volume history report. Paula says, okay, thanks. I was looking for the tracker. Good. I'm glad you know where the tracker is. All right. So looks like there's no questions. So I just want to say, first of all, like, I wasn't always this good at USANA. There was a time when I started where, when I started USANA, I had a car with no air conditioning. I lived in the ghetto of Denton, Texas. I was barely paying my bills, teaching guitar lessons. I was buried under student loan debt. I didn't have the skill to connect with people. The only thing I had was the desire. I had the desire to learn. I had the desire to grow, and I just had the desire to show up. And I just kept showing up, kept asking questions, kept getting on trainings, kept reaching out to mentors, and eventually was able to build this into a very successful business. And you can do it too. And I just want you to know that if you're feeling like you want to get to that next level in USANA, keep showing up to these trainings, keep reaching out to leaders. You can do it. Reach out to Nathan. He can help you as well. I believe in you. I know you can make Hawaii, and give it all you got. Download that tracker today, take action, and let me know if you guys have any questions. I love you all, and I'm going to pass it back to you, Nathan.
Awesome. Jared, as always, appreciate your time. I know you're so busy, so for you to spend the 30 minutes with us to show us how you do it, it means a lot. So I appreciate you doing that. Thank you so much. Everybody, thank you for your time as well. I know 30 minutes in a day, you could be doing a lot of other things. So thanks for spending it here. I know it was worth it. And I want to echo Jared's sentiments. It's doable. Anybody can do it. Jared says he's already got his SVP qualification covered. He does. It's doable. If he can do it, and you just heard his history, it's not like he was born ready to do this, right? Anybody could do it. I'm excited. I'm here to help out. I know Yanni's here to help out as well. We want to see you in Hawaii. We want to be there with you. So take the time, set it up so that way you can find that success and be consistent. And that's how we'll end it today. So thanks so much, Jared. Appreciate you and your expertise. And again, thanks so much, everybody, for being here. And we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Nathan. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.